Okay, so this video we're going to start removing the wings on the front of our 2005. Again, this is part of our upgrade video. So what you can see here is a 2010 wing, and I just wanted to show you the difference. So you see that's pretty straight. This one's more rakish, and also you've got this angle here where that one's square there. And then if we move further back, obviously you've got the side vent in the 2005 model, stops by the door. Whereas you can see here on the wing for the 2010 it goes all the way back to the door. Okay, so with that said, let's get on and remove. Okay, so let's start with the easy ones. So at the top here we've got a couple of Torx T30 screws we've got to undo. Okay, so these are bolted into the inner wing structure. Okay, like so. Okay, now the other one's partially hidden by this windscreen cowl, but you can just about get in there. Okay. Alright, so that's those. Okay, so that was the second one, and there's a third one back here. So you need to get an extension. Again, it's a Torx T30. Okay. I'm going to zoom out, Matt, just so that they can see how I'm trying to. You can access it through here. I don't want to drop it, so just try and... Okay. Right. So that's the three there. Okay, and then next we'll start on these ones at the front here. Okay, which I think are a 10mm socket. So if we remove the docking panel, okay, and they've got those short bolts. Okay, that's those two. Stop the video. Okay, and that removes that. Okay, and then that exposes another T30 in there that we need to remove. Okay, right, so again, that's the same Torx T30. Now you can see we've started to remove the whole front edge of it. Okay, next we've got to remove this little plastic panel here. So we've got a crosshead Phillips screw here. So we've just obviously tilted the steering so that we've got a little more clearance with the wheel out. Okay, and there's a second screw. If you go underneath, just on the underside there. Again, if you've got mud flaps fitted, you may have to take the mud flaps off to get these panels off. Okay, so let me just get that one off with a Phillips screwdriver there. Alright, so we just unscrew that one, like so. Right, when I finish that we'll come back and take this panel off. Okay, so now we've got the two screws out, we should be able to pull this panel out. So it's on little popper clips, okay? So what you've got here is these little poppers, and on the inside here you've got two clips, and then it's on a sort of a tongue on the end of the sill. Okay, so there's a little tongue, you can't quite see it, but on the end of the inner sill that actually sort of docks in under there. So that's the end panel removed. Okay, so with the plastic trim removed, we're looking for the bottom bolt. So it's an M10 bolt on the underside here. Okay, so I'm going to do that. So let me just pass the camera back to Kate while I take that out. As you can see, these wings get a bit full of dirt from the road, so it's not the most glamorous of jobs. So far we haven't had any problems with any of the screws being rusted in. So. Okay, so there's the bolt removed from the bottom of the wing. Okay, so we've got the bottom bolt removed. We've then got these two Phillips screws here that hold the bottom of the wheel arch liner in position that we've got to remove. So there's one there. Lucky for me where I stopped the wheels, just the clearance I need to get the screwdriver in. Okay, so that's the two self-tappers removed from there. So as you can see, that now releases the wheel arch liner from the secret fitting remaining behind the side vents. So on the side vents, it's probably best to do this at the beginning of the process actually, because they can be hard to get out. We've had ours out a few times, so it's relatively loose. So if you do that, what you've got in here, okay, is this foam panel here, okay, which you can pull out. Okay, let me show you that. Sorry. Okay, so that's a foam panel, and that reveals, if you can see in, which you probably can't, down inside there, there's a little angle bracket. Okay, so we're just going to remove the nut on that angle bracket. Okay, and I think it's a 10mm socket. Let me have a check. Yep, so it's a 10mm socket. So we're going to put a 10mm socket on the end of there. Okay, and then get in there and remove that one. So we only actually need to loosen that one. You don't need to remove it fully. Okay. And then that pulls out. So you can see we've got that pulled out there.